NASA has recently confirmed that Saturn's iconic rings are expected to vanish from sight within the next 18 months. Yes, you heard it right. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel Beyond the Stars and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our exciting space explorations. But don't worry, the Saturn rings will be back in full glory by 2032. Well, the remarkable rings made of ice, rock, and dust particles have been a celestial spectacle visible from Earth, often spotted through a small telescope. However, this extraordinary feature is on the brink of fading away from our view. Saturn's rings are anticipated to disappear by the year 2025. Although the process is gradual, the planet's tilt as it orbits the sun will eventually obscure these rings from our perspective, but thankfully it is just an optical illusion. On Airview, Dr. James O'Donoghue, who is leading NASA's research on the rings, said they are trying to figure out exactly how fast they are eroding. Currently, research suggests the rings will only be part of Saturn for another few hundred million years. This may sound like a long time, but in the history of the universe, this is a relatively quick death. You could be very lucky to be around at a time when the rings exist, O'Donoghue told Space.com. However, the unique orientation of the planet around the sun will lead to the rings being obscured from our view by 2025. With Saturn appearing at an angle that temporarily hides these iconic rings, the angle of tilt of Saturn will reach 0 on March 23, 2025, obscuring the rings from our view, and a similar occurrence is expected on subsequent dates. Thankfully, we won't have to wait long for the rings to return. The planet will rotate again, showcasing the other side of its rings, with the best display occurring in 2032 when the angle of tilt hits 27 degrees. Presently, the rings are tilted at an angle of 9 degrees towards Earth. This tilt is predicted to reduce to 3.7 degrees by next year, significantly affecting the rings' visibility from our planet. The last vanishing act of the rings was experienced in September 2009, and before that, a similar event hadn't occurred since February 1996. Well, the last vanishing act of the rings was experienced in September 2009, and before that, a similar event hadn't occurred since February 1996. These are rare moments, leaving enthusiasts eagerly waiting for their next appearance. The expanse of the ring system is quite spectacular, extending to about 175,000 miles from Saturn, while the vertical height of these rings is only approximately 30 feet. Saturn's rings are iconic features of the planet, composed mostly of ice particles with some rocky debris and dust. They orbit Saturn and are divided into several main ring groups named A, B, and C, with fainter ones identified as D, A, F, and G, with the Cassini division separating A and B. The rings are not permanent. They can change over time due to various factors, including collisions between ring particles and the influence of Saturn's gravity. By the way, thank you for joining with us. If you found this video fascinating, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow space enthusiasts. Remember to subscribe for more cosmic content. Until next time, keep looking up and who knows what adventures await us among the stars. This is Beyond the Stars as signing off.